Day 2, SGA Natural Gas Connect. I couldn't be more excited, James.
Yep, we had a busy day, busy morning.
Hectic.
We were on a panel.
Yeah, it was great. You moderated.
LNG, in the LNG room, the LNG track, I guess.
It was a track from 8 to 11:30.
Yep, and I thought it went well. I was very honest. I don't know a thing about LNG, but I do now. Well, I knew a lot more than I gave myself credit, but I never had been put on the spot. You know how panels are? So I wasn't on the panel, but being a moderator, you got to be nimble, right?
You got to ask the right questions. You have to know what the questions. I tried to do a flow sheet for James, and he looked at it, and he pretty much.
I was like, "That's a great idea."
Yeah, threw it away, and then went after it. It was really fun, though. I think we impacted a lot of folks. It was a neat.
It was cool because it was smaller. The group was small, but
definitely,
it was almost like a small group, right? Well, it was a small group.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
And also virtual. It was a hybrid. So we had people.
So we just had conversation all the time, which ended up being good. So I liked it. That was good. And then we had Chris and Danny do a presentation as well. So they did it. Steve's doing one right now.
Yep, right now.
And he did one this morning. So lots of good EWN action.
It's a lot of good EWN action. I think that's a key to this too. A lot of people ask about why we do Coffee with Jim and James, why do we go to conferences, why we sit on committees, because we want to give back. You know, as James, you put it the best. Give it all away.
All away.
That's, just give it back.
And there's already been moments like that within this event and just being together where we're activating on stuff. We're already talking about ways to even get more involved, and I'm excited to get back and really put some things into action.
Especially when people reach out to us and ask, "Hey, would you consider helping us on blank?"
For sure. Are we not getting audio, Sebastian? You're freaking me out right now. Sebastian's peeking around like things aren't happening that should be happening.
He's okay.
False alarm. You see green? All right, we're good.
You worried?
No, I'm fine. It'll be fine.
I'm worried about James.
It's freaking me out.
I'm worried.
You guys freaking me out.
It's okay, man.
Nah,
it's okay. Good. You need a back rub.
We do. We've been doing this for 2 weeks straight.
Yeah, 2 weeks. We have a lot more weeks coming up too, which is getting back into the swing of things. It's definitely
conference shape.
I used to travel all the time pre-pandemic. I would travel 150 nights out of the year, and just getting back into the swing. When I looked at June and I'm traveling every week, that's a huge undertaking, and it's important to balance everything mentally, physically, emotionally, family life, the whole bit. So
we got a busy day today.
Yes.
Also, to round it out,
it's going to be very busy.
We're fixing to get on with Mr. Nick Perro
from our friends at Versive.
Artera over there. We're pumped about that. We're going to do
look at it. They're all kind of.
It's like his entourage over there.
Oh,
it's pretty. It's intense.
They're grilling him right now. Say this. Don't say that. Do this.
What was that?
Whoa,
we didn't do that. We didn't silence our devices. That's probably what it was.
We'll be all right.
All right. Hey, we're going to grab some guests and we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. We'll be back. Back. And better than ever.
We are.
Guess who is here?
Look who we ran into. We just hung out with him a couple weeks ago.
We did.
We couldn't get away.
No.
Without seeing him again.
Can't get rid of me.
But you know what though? It's like a family member that it's like Cousin Eddie that keeps coming around in the RV.
I don't know if that's a compliment.
I don't know how I should take that.
Well,
Nick
because
Perro.
He's a friend.
Where from?
Artera.
That's our new mission today. We're going to make sure everybody knows that. Did you hear that, Laura? No, so full disclosure, we're going to record a full episode in a little bit with Nick that we'll air later on, but we couldn't do this without having him on for a second, right? And talk about SGA?
Yeah, come on. Yeah, this is what we're here about. Let's talk about this. What do you think about SGA? What's your favorite part? What are you excited about? What gets you going?
You know, I really like the camaraderie we have and get the customers and, obviously being out again after a couple of years of, laying low there for a while for COVID, but just seeing everybody and getting in the booths and talking with customers and seeing what's going on.
Nick, are you recovered from EWN Con? That was an intense week, man. The heat, everything added together. You played golf, right?
I did.
Oh, was it?
Well, I was
wasn't too
there.
bad.
I was there.
That doesn't say you played well.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It was
you
warm.
played- It wasn't
So
that
we played
warm.
golf
Wasn't that bad.
last week. We played
Oh, no.
golf in the
Never again.
Bronzefuls. and
Texas Gas
it was like
Association.
106 degrees. Heat index.
140. People were dropping.
Being from Cleveland, anything over 75.
Yeah, you're a
is heat
fair
wave.
weather golfer, huh?
This week is hot here. We're in well over the 110s in the heat index here. So, but it's okay. It's great
Does everyone
having you
know
here.
Nick? Did we even say we did? Did you
Nick
even say
Barrow,
anything?
Artera. Introduce yourself. Tell them what you do.
His little spot now.
Yeah, right.
Nick Beer with our Terra Services. So I'm the my title Sustainability and Innovation Leader. So anything and all things to do with ESG, sustainability, innovation, and really work to support all of our operating companies.
I thought y'all were in marketing. Look at all this back here. It's like somebody planned it.
Laura, I'm
What?
sorry. Did I say it out loud?
We spent a lot of time back there making that happen.
No,
I'm pretty
it's
proud of
nice.
it, Nick.
You know what?
We're boot mates, just right around there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Artera has
All
a
the
huge
Artera.
presence here. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different booths.
We like when we're neighbors.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we have a
absolutely.
fun
We
time.
have a good time. All right, Nick, man, good to see you.
We're gonna kick you out
Absolutely.
for a few minutes.
Yeah,
We're gonna
Yeah,
get you
we'll
back.
bring
in
you
a
back
little
on
bit.
to a
Sounds
real
good.
one.
Looking forward
Another
to it.
guest in a second.
We'll be back.
Well,
I
hot?
think we're back.
Are we hot?
I like the cold open. I like a good cold open where you just
We're in.
go.
Let's go.
We're back here with Gina Rundo.
GinaMarie.
I always leave it out.
I like the.
Or I
What
could
do you
just go
want me
by
to
G.
say?
Can I ask a question? Are you a little raspy today? Because
I am
you
a little raspy.
Was that because you were talking so much to clients and prospects and people
That's
visiting the booth?
exactly right.
I'm telling you, one of the hardest working people I know in the industry.
100
She
miles an hour.
goes 100.
Hardest
Yeah.
person to get on your schedule.
Wait a minute. Before we get going to that, I just want. Can you look that way for a little bit? Just. Oh,
Look
is
at
that a
that
tracer?
logo.
Oh, I see what he did there.
Product placement. I like it.
Yeah.
Gina, we saw you not too long ago at EWN Con.
Yep.
Have you
Great
recovered?
event.
You recovered?
I recovered, and let me just say, guys, one of the best events I've attended.
Seriously?
One of them
Seriously,
or the best? Let's
the
be-
best. There it is, the best.
See.
No,
A
no,
good
in
interview
honesty.
draws it out of them.
I am a little. What's that? I'm like.
Biased.
No, I'm just like we've been to great events in the industry, and I know that seriously, EWN Con is up there in the top. I would say top 3 events that I've ever been to, and mean that sincerely. And I've been to some great events.
Yep.
Great events. So thank
Honestly,
you for saying that.
I encourage anybody to attend if they haven't. A lot of good people there, lots of good partnership opportunities.
Did you learn something?
I did. I learned something, and I got to meet more great people. So
We had some big conversations there. That's what I like. There was a
yeah.
lot of innovative people there that
Yeah.
were just wanted to talk and share ideas. I loved
It was like a brain. What's that called? Brainstorm session.
Ooh,
You know.
That's a big word.
Whoa.
Gina, I just watched a video a little bit ago of this new campaign, and you were in it.
oh yeah.
Yes.
Are you an ambassador?
I am an ambassador.
Let's talk about it.
Can you give us the 3 words that are being?
I sure
I'm
can.
gonna put you out because I know them.
Believe, act,
Act,
impact. You got it.
We got it.
We're going to become, so we're workshopping an idea actively right now to where we become honorary ambassadors.
Oh,
For
I love
Artera.
it. I love it.
Which is really supporting
Because
the
I
natural
see it
gas
as an industry, right?
Yeah,
Mom?
we
Yep.
This
want to
is-
support the industry.
So put that in Laura's ear, Laura.
Laura, Morrow.
Make it happen. You on board?
I'm on board. Let's
How's
do it.
SGA going? It
SGA is really good.
was a cool event last night.
Yeah, very good event. We got to go on the Budweiser tour and
That was fun.
see the Clydesdale.
That was,
I made out with a Clydesdale.
it was a little uncomfortable when the
It did. It got in
it was
here.
kissing him.
Yeah.
I got it on camera.
I saw.
No,
Trust
it
me.
was a really neat
It was a
event.
wonderful event.
It
Yeah.
was cool.
People loved
you know
it.
what I thought as I walked through there? Think of the bricklayer that landed that job.
Oh my
Right.
gosh.
Holy cow.
Right.
A lot of those buildings were 1891. Again, 1891.
And they went forever, like that tower, that clock tower and
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
Very
And
cool tour.
the best thing, we survived the heat.
Oh,
Oh.
you know what the best part of the tour was when they took us in the the cold room.
Oh
right?
yeah, 50
And you
degrees.
walk that whole
Yeah.
time, and you're like, oh man, I don't know about this
Yep.
tour. And then you walked in that room, and you're like, I think I can.
Yep.
Yeah, it was great.
All right. Well, hey, we're glad you're here. It's
Always fun, guys.
good. Always
Our
representing.
great friend Gina,
Yep.
Keith, everybody at Versa.
Yeah, we're booth neighbors.
Yeah.
Love you,
It's always
neighbors.
better with friends.
Yep.
All right, we'll be
Thanks.
back.
Thanks, guys.
We have a friend of mine. I have seen Andy throughout the industry. And the interesting thing about Andy is every time I see him and I want to talk to him, he's on the phone or on his computer. On his phone, on his computer.
Well, you got to look busy, at least so people think
well,
you're working.
Wait a minute. Maybe
That's
he was
it.
avoiding me. Andy Lawton, please introduce yourself to the audience. Tell them what you do, who you're with.
Hi, folks. I'm Andy Lawton with Pond and Company, the director of our natural gas engineering group there. We service a lot of the same clients that you guys work with across the industry.
No doubt.
Really enjoy working with them, providing them services and building relationships. That's what we're here for, right?
Absolutely.
Man, you have a voice for radio.
So, face for
Have you
radio.
ever
That's what
done-
most people say.
I'm
No,
sorry.
he's got that. He's got that
You got
voice
that
right
VO
now.
voice, you know, that
Andy
voiceover
Lawton,
voice.
PE.
You ought to look into that. Yeah. We're booth neighbors.
We are booth neighbors.
This isn't the first time.
No. Where were we? AGA?
I think it was AGA in Orlando
I
last
do
year.
too.
We were pretty close to you guys.
Weren't we also right around the corner
When
in
we met
Columbia?
Pond, just right. Oh yeah, we were too.
Yeah, I think we were.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Was it you?
I don't think I was there in
No,
Columbia.
you weren't in Columbia. We
I
saw
would've
each other at
remembered.
AGA though in New Orleans.
Probably someone who was much better looking than me was at that one.
He's
so.
self-deprecating. That's why I love him.
that.
You know what
You'll
I'm saying?
do
He's
well
like
on
me.
a podcast.
Yeah.
We're good at that. Well, it's cool. How's the event been?
It's been good. It's been good. I've had a lot of good connections making here so far, getting back in front of folks, getting some of the classes, getting
Some
in front
good
of
sessions,
some
yeah.
good sessions there. I mean, it's
Great ones on LNG.
Oh,
The panel
Yeah,
today.
I heard that there were
Epic.
some really smart folks talking about that.
epic.
It was one of the best.
It was the best one I attended. It's the best panel I was on all day.
It was. It
So,
was.
yeah,
Are you
it
look?
was good.
Yeah, we've got. Did you go to the Anheuser-Busch thing last?
I did not make it to the Anheuser-Busch thing last night, unfortunately. Were you guys there?
We
It was a
were.
great time.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
The funnest part for me, not just the socializing and all the networking, but we went on a tour.
Yeah,
And
tour
this,
is
a lot of this was built in the 1800s.
it's old. Yeah.
1891.
I've been to that facility before. It's
Oh,
pretty
really?
cool.
Oh, it's amazing. It's like a movie set. You could really do a movie there. So
I don't
You know-
know, but there were a few pipelines there that I could get behind.
I
saw some beer pipeline.
I see what
So
he did
one of
there.
the tours, they let you do a special VIP tour there if you pay a little extra, and they'll take you into the vat and they'll actually open the valve that the beer comes out of, and you can literally stick your head in under there and just it's crazy.
No.
That is a transformative experience.
we would probably lose James. I'd
On
have
the
to come
next
back and find him.
episode.
Next month.
That's the on location shot
Yeah.
there. That's it.
Second day would not be recording. I'll tell you that.
And that's why we do these conferences, for the camaraderie, for the networking, for
Yeah.
learning, for all those things, but also to get experiences in the cities that we visit.
Everywhere I go, I try to find something like that, and that was a blast last night. I like took a selfie with a Clydesdale.
Yeah,
Like I can do that on a normal Tuesday. Is it Tuesday?
those
Monday?
horses are living better than we do. Let's
they
just
were-
acknowledge
They were
that.
they were-
amazing. That one was awesome.
It was kissing
I
your
wanna go
cheeks.
back.
Oh,
Mm.
geez.
It
You're
was
going on a
nice.
date with the Clydesdale. Well,
Andy,
Thank
thanks
you
for
guys.
stopping
Hey,
by,
thank you for stopping
man.
by. You
Appreciate
We'll
you
keep
having me
it
on the show
down
here.
over here. We'll keep it
It's
down
okay.
over
You
here.
guys do what you got to do because they come see you guys and then they come see us. So it works out great.
Hey,
I
we'll
see,
be,
see what they do
he's
there.
a smart man. We'll be right back.
Thanks, guys.
Boy, it's we're coming in again. Are we live? Are we
think
ready
so.
to go?
We got Birmingham in the building.
Birmingham.
Well, okay. So I said, listen, Miller Pipeline. My buddy Kevin Miller. I said, let's get Kevin on, and everybody said Kevin's not here. And they went down. They volunteered Tyler. No,
Tyler.
Tyler,
Tyler's
you are a
called-
trooper, brother.
I said, Tyler, come get on. He
Come
goes,
on.
I don't want to do this.
Yeah, he did say that. He was like, "You're gonna do great."
I did a quick run through. He's good. Tyler, introduce yourself. Let everybody know.
So I'm Tyler Bruce. I'm with Miller Pipeline. I'm over the hydrovac fleet in the south. I manage them. Yeah.
That's highfalutin, brother. Well, keep
Oh,
going.
well, yeah. So I manage them. Also do training. Make sure service is done on them, and just pretty much look over them. Make sure we're more efficient with them, and doing things safely.
Okay,
So-
and what would be an application for that? What I mean, when does somebody call you in? What do they
So-
have going on?
So if a guy has a problem with a vac, he's going to call me. And
gotcha.
at that point, we go through steps to try to isolate the issue. If we can't do that, then we'll jump into calling somebody with a little bit more knowledge on the issues.
Gotcha.
But first off, they call me, and then at that point, I make the decision if we need to bring somebody else in. So,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I like
Me
it.
too, man.
Go
We were
ahead.
at the Anheuser-Busch thing, and what I was telling Tyler was, when I go places, sometimes people come up to me and they say, "Hey, I got my OQs done." Because he didn't you say something to me, right? I just did my training last week, and
that was you that
no,
said
no,
that,
no,
though?
no,
No.
He
I
had
didn't.
just said that to me in like, oh, I know Energy World, that right? I did my
yeah.
training last week, but sometimes people come up to me in the show, and I've almost just like I have a bit about it, right?
Yeah.
But they come up and they go, "Hey, I got my OQs done." Like that,
Like
like I'm the
like you
one that is
already.
checking a manual report.
Wait,
And
got
I always
paper?
laugh and I go, good, we were checking, right? So anyway, we had a laugh about
That
it.
yeah,
last
that was
night,
pretty
for
good.
sure.
That was pretty good.
Well, how's SGA? You've been traveling a little bit this year? Or is this kind of
So
your coming out?
This
are you
is the
coming
first
back out?
one coming out since COVID.
It is.
And
This is your
for
first
you?
one coming out?
Yes, since
Okay.
since COVID. So yeah, it was. When they told me, "Hey, you're going to go," I was like, "Heck yes, I've been
Good for
ready
you.
for this." Yeah. And
It's a little weird, isn't it? Going from the virtual to actually being
It
in
is.
person?
It is. It is.
Have you met anybody within, the greater Arterra company at this show that you've only met in a little box?
Oh yeah, definitely,
Awesome.
definitely. So that was neat getting to see them, and a lot of people you don't see all the time. So getting to see all those guys, and meeting new people, it's what I like doing. I like talking to people. I like connecting with them.
Yeah.
And, you learn stuff everywhere you go. So
We were giving Tyler a hard time. You could tell he's a very outgoing. He's like me. Things just bounce off of him. He doesn't. He's really easygoing.
Yeah.
You're a great guy to know. I mean, proud to call you our friends.
I appreciate it.
Tyler,
Thank
it's
you,
nice
sir.
to meet you, brother.
Nice to
Have a
meet
good
you.
con. Look, you did it, man.
That was
Just that easy.
Easy.
What is
Miller
it?
It's like we
Pipeline.
were just talking.
He's like, is it over already? That's what everybody says.
Check him out.
All right,
Yep.
we'll be back.
Appreciate it.
James, once again, our new more friends.
Every
and,
friend.
and I didn't realize it, but they're under the Arterra umbrella.
Who isn't these days? Are we? Did something happen? I don't know what's happening.
Joel.
Joe, welcome to the show. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah,
Let
please.
everybody
My
know.
name's Joel Fincher. I'm the Director of Business Development with the utility industry with Hydro Excavators, LLC.
Did you hear that voice?
That voice sounded like he was on AM radio Saturday
Holy
nights,
cow.
spinning the vinyl. I love
You
it.
should do voiceover. This is the second one in a row. Who else was that was talking earlier?
Andy.
It was perfect.
Andy. I mean, Andy had that voice
What do y'all
too.
do for a living? Oh, yeah. Sorry.
go
That's
ahead,
right.
yeah.
That's
Right.
right.
Tell us about your business. So
Yes,
how do you
sir.
positively impact our industry?
Alrighty, so Hydro Excavators, LLC provides hydro excavating services across the Southeast, and we do have a northern branch as well. So we do a lot of work in the power industry, the gas industry, in the power industry, doing a lot of, once they have a line strike or something like that, we can go in, open up the dirt, show you the strike without preventing any kind of further damage.
So you carefully go in, remove everything so it's there to be seen, and then they can assess the situation, fix it, and then go back.
Absolutely. So basically what we do is loosen up the dirt with a high pressure water system, like a pressure washer.
Sure.
Then we've got vacuum systems on our trucks that sucks the dirt up in the back of our truck. So you pull up on the side, utilities look like spaghetti. That's where you can call
So
us.
you're saying I could do this with a pressure washer and a shop vac?
Well, kind of, sort of. That's
It just
probably what
take
they
a while?
started off with.
What is the pressure on that vac? Just so these are big vehicles.
They
that
are.
have large
They are.
tanks on them.
They are.
And big hose that comes down. I'm just helping the audience realize what they've probably seen these out there. They have no idea what they do. What's the pressure on
Absolutely.
those?
So we've got a variable water pressure on the water. So we can roughly go from 500 PSI
Whatever you
to
need,
about
right?
3,000 PSI, depending on the utility,
Type
the
of
situation,
soil,
just to make
everything.
sure we don't damage anything, including tree roots, if that's what it needs to be. And then the vacuum systems on our truck are rated for about 6,000 CFM. So as far as the airspace, moving 6,000 cubic feet per minute, roughly about a 300 mile an hour wind speed on an 8-inch hose.
Whoa.
Whoa. Did you hear that? That is, and I'm
That's
just being very
really-
serious right now. When you start
that's
to talk about
intense.
500 to 3,000 psi on water, that is serious stuff.
It makes a big difference.
Is there an OQ or certification on that? I'm being serious about
So in the gas industry, we do have all of our operators, the OQ and Air Force, all the,
that. But are you
required.
trained on that
It's more
operation?
training and certification on that
So
product.
we have a pretty intense training program. So on the onboarding, process, we basically pull everybody in, do 40 hours of internet training, introducing them to the trucks, doing a lot of the OSHA 10s,
Yeah,
first
for sure.
aid, CPR, things of that nature. And then we start a 90-day minimum intense training program. Introduce
Hands-on?
absolutely introduce the new hires into every component of the truck. Get them feeling, not only competent but confident. That way, when we turn them loose, they're able to.
I want to use that again. Confident and competent.
Absolutely,
Love that.
absolutely.
Love that.
Because it's serious. That's dangerous stuff. If you don't know what you're doing, that could be,
That's right. Yeah, the operator, when they get on that job, they are in charge of that job.
yeah.
So they've got the stop work authority and everything they need to be able to do. It's their job.
I like
Very
that.
cool, Joe. It's been nice to meet you.
Absolutely. Nice to
Hope you
meet
have a
you.
good
Thank
show, man.
Absolutely.
Thanks for
stopping on.
coming on.
Appreciate your time. Yes, sir.
Anytime, man. You can come on and read the phone book.
Absolutely.
Is there
sir.
phone books?
I don't know if there's phone books, but shout out to Sean, your president. He and I became buddies today, right?
Cool.
So shout out to him. We'll see him in a little bit too.
Absolutely.
Tomorrow time.
Well, thank you guys for having me on.
You bet.
Y'all have a
Hey, we'll
great
be
day.
right back. We had fun today.
You know
as a
what?
group.
It was Cindy bitch was walking
Cindy's
by.
walking by. We are live from
Dude.
SGA Natural Gas Connect.
Oh, we're live.
Jimmy,
We
we're
are.
live. We do a cold open.
Oh, okay.
We just go
Okay.
in.
Yeah, we changed it up
okay.
a little bit.
That's
You
fine.
can talk through it. You can point people out when they walk by. You can do whatever you want.
I feel like I got this.
There's no rules. You'll do fine. We had a blast with Mary this morning in the LNG room track.
Track.
Track?
I'm gonna check.
Is that what it's called?
Three sessions. We did 8 to 11:30, and
They even let me join.
Mary was our keeper, master,
Wrangler?
Wrangler. Yeah.
Okay, that works. That works.
Mary, please introduce yourself.
So I'm Mary Savali, and I am the Senior Manager of Committee Engagement with the SGA. Did he just choke?
You okay?
What
I choked on my water.
Okay.
I'm back.
I just thought you were
Sorry.
making
All right.
fun of me.
I didn't want to cough on a microphone.
You scared
I
me.
choked on my water.
I almost had to give him the Heimlich.
Goodness
It's like,
gracious.
wow, that was that bad, huh?
I got choked up just thinking about it.
That's
I'm
emotional.
Sorry, we are live. Do y'all want to
But
start
no,
over?
I've been supporting your group for what, the last 2 months now?
Yes, absolutely. The
Last 2
LNG
months.
group. Yeah.
What I was going to say was,
Please.
I felt like an honorary member today.
You were. You are.
You were on stage
Okay.
as part of the team.
Let me break this out. I'm on the LNG committee. Mary is our SGA sponsor or person that kind of wrangles us.
Right.
I was going to be the moderator for a panel. Everybody dropped off, so I volunteered James. So James joined and fit in like a glove.
I
And
have
he is
to
an
tell
honorary
you,
member.
he
He might be on the
came, he
committee
came with
meetings.
note cards and he was totally prepared.
I'm like professional at this. Look, I mean, it was kind of funny because somebody said, I told them what I was doing, and they said, do you know anything about LNG? And listen, we do this show. We've had tons of, I'm not an idiot.
No.
But what
You're
was
not,
funny
no.
was I said, no, but wouldn't you want that person that's a moderator to ask a whole bunch of
Because
questions?
he was
And they
asking
were like,
legitimate questions.
legit. Okay.
Yeah.
So I just was myself.
It was beautiful.
So something pretty cool that happened. I took pictures this morning, right? And I posted it on LinkedIn. And there was somebody that responded that said, "Oh, the LNG group. I would love to be a part of that." Right?
That's
Success.
like what we do for a
That's-
living.
So-
That's
Is
success.
make opportunities
So
like that
I
happen.
let her know that I would send her all the information.
Please
and
tell the
would
world.
Love
That's why we do this.
to get her on board.
And that's why we use social media to get the word out and to get those people to
Mary,
join
we
us.
tell people all the time that, instead of belly aching and being the peanut gallery, that
Take a
there
seat.
are plenty of seats at the table if you would like to join in and make in effect change in this industry. And
Yes.
That's good to hear. That makes me feel really good.
And,
That's your
You bet.
words. That's your words.
and honestly, sometimes people don't even know that it exists, right?
I
don't
never
know.
knew.
I didn't either. And so I think that there's plenty of opportunity, but how cool with this one being so new and
Yeah, it's
being,
cool.
I guess, not so new
Doing
since
it
I
right.
learned this morning, huh?
Believe that. Man, very cool.
Yes, no.
It's been a
thank you,
cool
guys.
event.
You're the
Thank you.
best.
Appreciate it.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And we'll be back.
Okay.
Back at you.
I had the privilege of having lunch with the
The John Smith.
John Smith.
The fakest name in the business.
Fakest, yeah.
You think
If
about
it
it.
had an H in there, it'd be.
Hey, no, you had to do something to make it unique.
I know,
credit
that
my
makes
parents
it
with that.
John
They
A.
did, and it's not Jonathan, it's John.
Really?
That's it.
That's it.
Okay.
Oh, well,
So
that is
they
very
did.
unique.
So yeah, exactly.
You are a real
There's always
person.
a story behind the story, guys.
It is.
Can I tell the story about how we first met? Would that be apropos?
Yeah.
Okay. So we were a year and a half ago, whenever it was, we were shooting to get you on Coffee with Jim and James when you were CEO of Hydromax USA.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, we couldn't get through to John, but we had his handlers. We had
All the handlers.
We had 4 vice presidents, a chief cultural officer. We had this, and they were interviewing us days. So they finally said, "We think you're going to be okay. We'll let him do it." So he comes on. Next thing you know, we all become best friends.
Yeah.
We're hanging out now. Now we're texting each other, whatever.
Yeah.
That's a great thing. John Smith, welcome to the show once again. You are a repeat guest.
Thank you. And yeah, I mean, and that's all stuff I didn't even know was going on in the background. I was like, after that, I was like, just access, we gotta have access.
I just text us,
Yeah, he green-lighted us,
Green
I
light,
wanted to text
definitely,
you
yeah.
guys.
Fast friends,
Exactly,
for sure.
exactly. And that's what this industry is about.
It
right?
is.
It's
It
about
absolutely is.
relationships.
Yeah.
That's how we as an industry get things done. And it's about, what's great is I've seen at this show at SGA this year, a big discussion, and James, you'll definitely appreciate this in your role, about diversity, inclusion. You look at the diverse nature of this show, you look at the diverse nature of what this industry is becoming, that is really positive for the future. That is really strength for the future of this
It
industry.
is. That's what you're right.
That's the core.
You're
That's
right.
the
I forget we
cornhole
have good
tournament,
audio now.
We got great mics.
Hopefully it works.
Yep.
We'll find out.
This is the test of it. This was why we got new microphones. Was this very reason?
There you go. There you go.
Where were we?
We were going to ask John about. He has a couple things going, cooking and ready. Irons in the fire.
Irons in the fire.
Bring us up to speed on what we got going on.
So I'm going to bring up to speed, and it's going to be a little bit centered around what I'm doing as my company now, but it's really about what the industry is doing. And that's the great thing about being able to step. Some people call it stepping back, but stepping forward,
Slowing
as
down
you're
a
on
little
your
bit.
own,
Yeah.
slowing down a little bit, but also being able to focus on what really I think matters in this industry today: safety, innovation, technology, strategy, M&A, those types of things that really have come out. So, one of the great things I've got going on right now, I've got a great client that's a supplier up in Canada.
Okay.
They're a potential supplier. They've been working with GTI for years.
Sure.
And they've got a great new product. I'm just going to bring this up. It's called Lorax Systems. And I bring them up not as a plug, but I'm bringing them up as an example, because I think one of the things, and I've had some discussions with the supply chain committee here especially, is that we don't know what we don't know.
Yep.
For instance, if I told you right now, there is a valve you could put on a meter set before the regulator that would communicate via cellular that you have an overpressure situation or an overflow situation, and shut it, and then tell you it shut it. And, oh, by the way, you could integrate methane, water detection, fire detection, all these different things into that knowledge
To shut it off.
automatically.
Merrimack Valley.
Got it.
Overpressurization.
Yep.
Right there.
And if I told
Solution.
you this technology's existed for 4 years in our industry, but we're still looking to do early adoption, that's one of the fun things for me, because this type of technology, and by the way, if there's anybody out there who's interested in this type of technology coming in to address high-risk situations, get a hold of me. But this is saving lives.
Yeah.
This is changing the safety parameters of our industry. And it really is a dynamic that, if you look at it, people should get excited about.
Yeah.
Because think about it, you're just putting a valve in a meter set.
Yeah.
So that kind of stuff that I can do now really gets me excited. to bring to the industry?
Today we have talked about AI. We've talked about machine vision. We're talking about, like,
Yeah.
there's more technology than there is LNG, my friend.
Oh, there is. No. There is.
I'm more at
We've
home
talked
here
about it all
than you are today. But you know what I mean? Like,
But here's the great thing about that too. Those
it.
are not single and separate conversations. Because even with what I'm talking about with this safety device, you could bring in AI risk modeling to identify where you start installing something like this, where you've got aging infrastructure, something like that, where you've got a high risk.
Right.
And then you've got a starting point. It's not overwhelming. But all of these technologies together can play to really make this industry a lot safer, a lot less, or I say a lot more methane compliant.
Yeah.
And can really bring us forward when we start talking about things.
And that's a key right there, because we're hitting multiple, I don't want to say pain points, but triggers or whatever. And these are all hot topics right now. And I have to go back to that valve you're talking about, that technology. I want that on my house. Okay? And that's a lot of times I gauge stuff is.
I want that on my wallet.
Wait.
To be able to slap shut.
Like that?
That's a great analogy.
We'll talk about
but
it.
Think about it. You think about the electrical infrastructure has circuit breakers.
Yeah. Sure.
And I've said this for years. In gas, we don't have a circuit breaker in our system. If something goes wrong, there's nothing that's going to just trip.
No doubt.
You got to have somebody manually go out and do it.
Yeah.
And so this is one of the things I'm doing. The other thing I'm getting excited about is that I'm talking to a couple of gas distribution
couldn't
companies.
notice.
Yeah, I know. You guys bring that out. But the other thing that I guess is ESG.
Oh, we've talked about that.
We've heard about that a bunch of times today, right? And I've sat in a great discussion here at SGA on supplier diversity and all. And I'm telling you right now, so one of the things that I'm able to do is go in, I'm talking to a couple of gas distribution companies right now, is helping them to establish their ESG programs. What does it mean?
Yeah.
And then
again, it's unconsciously incompetent, right? Like they don't know where to start.
We don't know what we don't know. So coming in and be able to structure a program, structure the implementation, and then give them a scorecard so that they can go measure themselves.
That's cool.
Again, just kind of trying to move the industry forward, and it's a great industry. I get excited about it.
You do.
Yeah.
John bleeds excitement and enthusiasm, doesn't he? Have you ever known him not to be enthused about something?
No.
Hey, it's passion. It's just
you
passion.
know what? It's passion and purpose.
Yeah,
and that's a wonderful thing. When you have those, there's no stopping. But
I want to tell a quick story. Nobody knows I'm going to do this, so bear with me. I'll probably forget by the end. So that's what COVID did for me. I don't know what your symptom is. See, I did it.
Did you forget?
No, I'm just kidding.
Jeez.
So when we got here, he freaked out a little bit. So when we got here, we talked about it in the open. We had a little bit of shipping issues.
Oh, yeah.
It happens, right?
It happens.
So there was a little bit of chaos at our booth because we had to build everything in about an hour and a half. And John showed up just as he is today, just dressed to the nines, custom shirt.
What did he do?
He said, guys, here, let me get in there.
I pinned a couple corners.
He said,
I don't know I did it well.
but
It may not stay up. It may fall down.
Yeah. We did have to redo
That's
it.
okay.
But it says a lot. It says a lot about you. It says a lot about our industry. But it's that same kind of thing, right? We see somewhere we can step in, like what you were just saying. Somewhere we can step in, somewhere where we can help, and we roll up our sleeves and we get in there, right?
Yep.
So
because why do we do that? Because it feels good to give, like you gave us, and it comes around.
It does. You pay it forward, right? We pay it forward. I'm a member of a couple groups. One of them is actually called Pay It Forward in where I live in Omaha.
Okay.
Where I'll just put a point. So we're a group of executives in the Omaha area. We meet monthly, and we've got an online database where we get people who are vetted by us who are looking for jobs. Like looking for positions, executive types, and even down to managers. And then we also have a database of companies that we vet and we know that are looking for people. And we try and marry those two together during the month and provide opportunities for people so they're not. So it's just a little bit of pay it forward.
Yeah. That's very cool.
Yeah. Hey, but I got to tell one story. You got to tell a story. I got to tell one story. This goes back to your be brave.
Oh yeah, the question we asked you
at EWN, which I did again, top notch gathering of professionals.
I heard it here.
But here's the thing. So I was sitting with someone who I really respect, a leadership coach, and she was going to teach a class on executive presence.
Okay.
And one of the things she asked me was about executive presence. And the example I used was the answer I gave to you on Be Brave. I said, hey, it's about people having the courage to expand their boundaries. Don't, we talk about busting through boundaries. I consider that kind of walking off a cliff because people still need some familiarity.
Don't be reckless, yeah.
But you expand those boundaries into the uncomfortable. And she was going to use that in this leadership session because, that answer. But I still think of that Be Brave motto that you guys have.
That's good. I'm glad that hit home.
It really did. It really did.
Cool.
That's fantastic.
Well, John, we hope you have a good show, man.
Hey,
it's always a pleasure.
Good around you and these.
We'll have to have you back on soon. We keep saying it, but we're getting booked.
Pretty soon, coffee with Jim and James and John.
Yeah.
What?
You're going to have me as a guest host. You guys will go on vacation to a beach.
We actually talked about that. That's a great idea.
Yeah, no, it is a great idea.
We'll tag out, man.
Sounds good.
You can tag out too.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
All right, I feel better.
All right, we'll be right back.
All right.
Now we do cold opens, so we're technically already doing it.
We're rocking right now.
We're
This
doing
is
it
going
live.
right into it. Nick Phoenix from Temple. Wait, reverse that. I did that on purpose. It took me
That's
a
a
while
Texas
to come
joke.
up with that.
He's been working on it since the last time we saw you.
I am. Our good friend Nick Temple, who lives in the Phoenix area, an ex-Minnesotan.
True.
He loved his time in Minnesota.
Yeah. Anyways.
Are you fully recovered from Minnesota? Is the real question.
No.
No, you never do.
Still digging out.
I'm still,
Still shoveling snow to get to where I need to be.
Yeah. But I'm happy to be here.
We just had you on a show.
True.
This will air before that show, but we just recorded for a special. I know you. Ashley just walked up with a big old cooler.
How'd
She
you
wanted
win that?
get back there and show them.
Come on, how'd you win this?
Wow.
From Hydro X.
That is awesome.
Hydro
Drawing
X
your name
Way to
What?
go.
hooking it up.
That's awesome.
See,
She's
conferences are
ecstatic.
awesome.
They
Oh,
are.
they're
Look
fun.
at. Could you have done this? All right. Last week, were you doing this?
No.
Right.
Wait, we were.
Oh,
We were at TGA.
my bad. No, but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
even the bad days are good days here because you'll never see 600 people in a day.
Right.
Can I tell you one thing? Even if you're in a little bit of a not a great mood, you come in the exhibit hall, you start walking around and start talking to friends, it gets you in a good mood.
No doubt
right?
about it, man.
Give somebody a big bear hug or a giant bear hugs you. Whichever it is,
Yeah, man.
it's worth
I
it.
love
It's
it.
worth showing
You
up.
see a lot of people that you haven't seen, especially after COVID. There's people that this is the first show that I've seen some folks.
Yeah,
You know.
this is because really a lot of people were really laying up
awesome.
with that Omicron, the last one,
yeah.
and missed the SGA in Columbia. So this is a big coming out
It
party
is.
for a lot of folks. Getting back out to it, so which is wonderful. Anything big going on with Rhino these days we need to know about?
We just have such a diverse product offering now with our new Trident Solutions umbrella.
Do
It's
we
been
still
really
refer
fun.
to you as Rhino?
Yes.
Okay.
Still
Trident?
Rhino.
Okay.
Trident is our new parent name.
Got it.
Yep.
All right.
Trident
Good. We're clearing
Solutions.
it up
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
We're clearing a lot of things
Yeah,
up today.
because I get asked this a lot.
Yeah. Well, you
there we
know,
go.
sorry, I left your hand.
That's all right.
It's
I'm
our
used
first
to it.
time.
Yeah, we get asked a lot. You guys still Rhino? Yes, we're still Rhino. We're just now part of a larger
Cool.
organization,
Yeah.
right? And because of that, we have more products to offer our customers. So it's good.
That's a good thing,
It's
right?
a great thing, man.
For sure.
It's a great
It's
thing.
awesome. I only know because they like my stuff on Instagram. And let's lean into that and
Yeah.
how you're an influencer now. This dude's a big deal.
I know.
And he'll blame it on Spencer every time.
I will.
And give him all the credit and all
I
the
will.
blame.
But this is
Yeah.
the real stuff, though. This is the real
Real deal.
real McCoy with the influence.
Yeah.
Yeah. So looking forward, did you catch any sessions today?
I did not catch any sessions today.
No judgment. Had to work.
Yeah, I was on about 3,000 emails today because I didn't catch it very many emails yesterday.
Oh, well.
So that's what I was doing today.
That's perfect though. That's
Yeah.
okay because you did what you needed to do so you could in essence, come in here
Be
tonight.
present.
I need to be present. Yeah,
Right.
I need to be present
Clear your
in
head
mine.
so you can do
Yes.
this here.
Yeah,
Which
very
is
much
wonderful.
so. Yeah.
All right, brother.
As always.
Great to see you guys.
Always.
You better
Thank
get
you
to
for
your
what you
booth.
do
We're
for
in
our
prime
industry.
time.
These guys,
Prime time.
keeping everybody connected.
We're trying. We try. Naturally.
We'll be right back. What a serious clack
He's
there.
look at the people. Are
Don't look
walking-
behind us.
They're
Look,
walking-
there's
I am not
so
looking
many
behind me.
people.
I'm
They're
so scared to look
judging
behind
us.
me.
No, it's good. People are just walking by. There's still tons of people at the networking reception here Tuesday night.
Tons of people.
And our friend John and I, let me tell you a quick story. John and I met in an elevator in New Orleans at the Hilton Riverside. We were there for the AGA. And we were both on the elevator, and I looked at him, and he looked at me, and we looked at our badges, and we're like, okay, we should know each other. And that's kind of where we met, really, wasn't it?
It really was, yes.
Yeah. I remember it distinctly. So, John, please introduce yourself to the audience and tell them a little bit about what you do, who you do it for, and anything you want to talk about.
All right, great. Hey, John Bozarth, Director of Pipeline Safety, Compliance, and Quality Management with Ameren, Illinois. And I've been in the industry for 20 years. And
Client.
client of EWN. It's
So we've heard.
working really well for us. But, you know, we're just here at SGA. We're continuing to stay engaged, learning about advances in the industry and, you know, really what EWN and others can do to help us advance everything we need to do to serve our customers and keep everybody safe. So that's the bottom line for me.
With that, I mean, we
All right,
closed
that's
on the
it.
shop.
No,
I mean, that was
John,
perfect.
did you? I mean, have you been out a lot since kind of post-pandemic? You know, we're coming back out. We saw you at AGA, but
I've been out. I mean, and I've been out on job sites too, and really just trying to get a good pulse
Get
of our
back out there.
crews and really kind of reacclimating on what our safety culture looks like, you know. And so we have people that we've hired that hadn't been in the operating center since they were hired, and so that's a cultural shift for, you know, a utility that, you know, used to be when an engineer or an employee was hired, you knew them, right? And now it's people are hiring and you're just meeting them for the first time. They've been with the company for a year or so.
It's interesting you said cultural shift, and James is our chief cultural officer. And I was just putting the pieces together. That's interesting.
I know a
aspect.
safety culture guy too.
Oh yeah, Mr. Steve Allen,
that's
right
giving
over
us
there.
the look like he knows something about safety culture.
He's right off screen right now.
He's giving us the look. He's on next. I can feel it. Well, John, y'all got it. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, speaking of Steve, you know, one of the other things that we're doing at Ameren is our pipeline safety management systems. You know, and that's something that it's going to move the industry. You know, from my perspective, it's taken compliance from really something that's reactionary.
Yep.
You know, to something that really is strategic and proactive, and it's allowing us to really have that space to say, what can we do to get better? So Steve and others that have come into the industry and helped us along those lines with contractors who are really a big part of the equation for safety for us. You know, we're putting stuff in the ground that we expect to have 70, 80 years of service, and you know, really investing a lot of money for our customers. But you know, it's got to be done right, and got to be done right the first time. And so, you know, it's not just about an inspector; it's about a process. So that's what safety management systems is helping us get.
Man, what a plug! What a plug! Well, John, we hope you have a good show, man.
All right.
And appreciate you coming on with us.
Absolutely.
Are you done? Or are you?
Were you done coughing in that hand?
Yeah.
No, I ain't coughing in that.
Okay. Oh, what a move!
Oh,
What a
let's
move.
get some. I
Sanitize. All right.
Thank
I
you,
have
guys.
water in my mouth. Please, I feel bad for
Yeah,
you, John.
we-
Look at. Get us some hand sanitizer. It's right there. We're gonna get you some right now. Thanks.
In all seriousness, appreciate you guys.
No, we appreciate you.
thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
everything you
you.
do for the industry.
All the
Appreciate
work. All right, we'll be right back. We're live. We're back.
Great.
One more time.
Our good friend John Smith was on a little bit ago. He goes, "Hey, I want to bring someone over who
I
is."
think he called you his favorite protege.
Wow.
And that says
That's
something.
a
And
big
then he said the
compliment.
future of our industry and high level of excellence beyond no compare, I think are some of the words that I said.
No pressure.
Yeah,
no
no
I
pressure.
know this is a lot to live up to right now, so I'm just not sure if I
Well,
can handle it.
it's all downhill from here.
Welcome to the show.
Heidi.
Heidi,
Thank you.
please introduce yourself and tell our audience what you do, where you're located, anything you want to talk about.
Awesome. So my name is Heidi Frisbee. I'm the president and CEO of TechValco USA. We are a WeBank certified, women-owned distributor, manufacturer, and fabricator service provider for the gas utility industry.
Spent a lot of years of my career in energy, love the space, love the people, super excited about not just what we're doing today in the industry, but the energy transition, and we're excited to be part of that. So we are manufactured out of Florida. I'm based in Cleveland, so I like to spend more winter time in Florida. And
Where in Florida, can I ask?
we are in Rockledge, so we're right on the Space Coast, which gives us great access to welding labor.
I'm in West Palm. I'm in West Palm.
Awesome.
We're right up the
Yeah.
coast.
Built-in friends.
Awesome. Come on over to the factory.
I'm going to.
You
I
should.
love tours. I
Yeah,
love
we
to see.
would love to host you, and it's great to host tours there. So,
Can I come?
yeah, of course.
Yes, of course.
Everybody's
Yeah.
invited.
We're going to fly away. He's out of Texas, out
Okay.
of Dallas,
Okay.
Fort Worth area, a little bit west of there. So
Yeah.
we've been wanting to get him to Florida. He keeps
not?
whenever time I invite him, he says, "Oh, I have to go to the grocery store." So we got to get him down.
Yeah, come on down.
Heidi, so how long did you say you've been in the industry?
So I've been in the industry for about 15 years.
Okay.
I came up I led Honeywell North America for Smart Energy for several years.
So that's how you met John.
Yeah, that's how I met. So
All
John,
checking out.
I used to work for John, yes.
All right. See, really, I was trying to just validate and verify his story.
Yeah,
So now I can trust you.
that's why.
That's
Yeah.
fair. All right. Well, SGA, how's SGA? Oh, you go ahead. No.
No. Ask her about SGA because John wanted me to ask her a question at the end. So I got this one.
Yeah.
Go. You go.
How's SGA been?
It's been great. It's always
Any
a great
cool
event.
sessions?
Yeah, well, I'm part of the supply chain committee,
Oh,
so we
that's
did
right.
something on driving supplier diversity metrics, and we also did everybody wants to know about supply chain challenges right now, so we had some great discussions about that as well.
I heard
Very
it tied for first place, best one, with an LNG panel.
Yeah,
That also took place today.
yeah, that's a good one.
It was ours.
It's
was
a good
ours.
one. Well, of course.
We
tied.
might have taken second fiddle, but I'm
Yeah,
not
for sure.
confirming that. John wanted me to ask you one question. We were at
Okay.
EWNCon in Arlington, Texas.
Okay.
Had a huge show. John was there. We had him on, and we asked all of our guests one very simple question.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask you right now. Just say what comes to your heart at first.
Whatever's in your
Okay.
heart.
Yep. What does be brave mean to you?
Be brave is willing to act without fear and taking a risk to be the best version of yourself, both for your company, your family, and your employees. It's that simple.
Is that is
Love it.
like that could have been a commercial.
It was.
I think it is. That's right.
Yep. Hey, Heidi, it's been great
Absolute pleasure, guys.
meeting you.
Thank you.
And I hope
Thank
you have a
you.
great conference.
Pleasure.
And
Thank
I
you for
bet
what you do.
we cross paths again in the future.
We will.
Absolutely.
We will.
Thanks, guys.
All right. We'll be
All
back.
right, take care.
Good. We good?
We're good. It's a really well-oiled machine, the show
We are a
is.
casual intro now. I used to come in hot, and then we're like, you know what? We'll just be the way we are. So this is where.
Cold open.
Yep. Jason is joining us, a new friend. We met him yesterday. I tried to get him on the show. He said maybe tomorrow, and then tomorrow came, which is today. I said today's your day. So Jason, welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. It's great to be here.
Yeah. Tell her about who you're with and what you guys do.
Yeah, so I'm the sales executive for GeoMagic Utility Solutions, and we're focused on full IT services that range from everything from customized software solutions for cathodic protection, data management, integrity management, process management, and then we also offer services as well, so IT support, IT maintenance, even IT infrastructure to essentially assure that all of our customers' needs can be met through either our offerings or our expertise. And
Another technology company.
I'm serious.
You're outnumbered.
Yeah, I am outnumbered.
We're all looking at. I'm from technology originally,
that's
and
his
then when we
background.
came here, I ended up right back in it. But there's a lot more tech on the floor today.
And I'm being serious. So we have seen a lot of it at this show. A tremendous amount of technology, which is
Love it.
wonderful. That's coming into our industry. It's been a long time coming.
And
we
you-
need it. We need
And
it
you're
more and
not
more.
well, you are a tech guy now, but what I mean is you're not like from a background of tech. But the cool thing is when you get tech people together, we don't really care. Like we're not enemies of any kind, and so we start talking shop, and that's where the magic happens.
And you guys start nerding out, as I call it. This leads to that. This
I
leads
just
to
saw
that.
everybody at lunch perk up, and we're like, we're talking about AI
At a Southern Gas Association.
That was cool
machine
to see that.
vision
Yeah.
at a Southern Gas Association.
Well, and then the other things we talk about recently are thought leadership and culture and all those things where
front
3,
and
4,
center.
5 years ago we didn't hear about it, which is exciting.
And
So
And you guys are right. The cool thing about tech too is the fact that in this industry, everyone's kind of trying to help each other out to come up with some really good solutions to help the end customer out. So for instance, we're speaking with a lot of RMU on the hardware side who, they want to partner with us, and we can manage their RMU data and stuff like that. And we're agnostic. So we're just trying to help people out and make sure that the customers can make the best decisions through data management processes. So
nerds, we're all nerds.
RMUs.
So we didn't know it, but you know what's cool is we talk tech, but the engineers that are here are just as nerdy.
Sure, they are. Absolutely.
And project managers are here are just as nerdy. So they can't say nothing.
No. Where do you live?
So I live in Iowa City. Yep.
You do?
Cool. Yeah.
All right.
And then, so we're a subsidiary. Our parent company is actually in Leipzig, Germany, and they've been in business for over 20 years.
Okay.
And together we've got over 100 customers worldwide in the energy space. They're doing a lot of cool stuff with green energy, and then we're also strategic partners with GE, so we're helping them out with customized applications that go on top of GE Small World. So.
Oh, very cool.
He has that Iowa accent, or I was picking up Minnesota. I thought it was Minnesota, like he came from over the border.
Yeah, he jumped it.
Where are you guys from?
Texas. I'm from Texas.
Chicago, Minneapolis, Houston, West Palm Beach.
All over.
He's a nomad.
Yeah.
I am. Yeah. I'm a gypsy.
Chicago's a great spot.
Oh, yeah.
Love me some Chicago.
I do too.
I had to get out of there, though, because I was getting too big. There's too many good restaurants.
Much pizza.
The best pizza. And the best hot dogs.
I don't know.
Oh, I know.
Oh, I like it Chicago style, though. I won't lie. I do.
I like it.
You like it with tomatoes and the whole bit?
Oh, I mean, fork and a knife.
I'm in.
Absolutely.
Jason, man, good to see you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.
Welcome.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Man. Come back another time. We are on to the next one.
And you notice, everybody, that I have been super quiet when we do the bringing on of the new scenes.
We're trying something new.
Well, we are. It's working. Leslie, we used to come in hot every time. Like, here's our next guest. And then finally, I think it might be fatigue. It might be just being mellow.
We just gave up.
We're just
cold opens all day.
Cold opens, and we're welcoming you to the show. Thank you for joining us, Leslie. Would you please introduce yourself to our audience and tell a little bit about yourself, the company, and what you do?
Sure, absolutely. Well, thank you for having me. My name is Leslie Wheeler. I'm with Key Utility Partners. We are based out of Columbus, Ohio. And we are a consulting company, and we specialize in project management, construction management. So we like to work for the utility companies, helping them to manage, their major projects. We'll also do a little bit of engineering, procuring, and constructing as well, permitting. So we have a wide umbrella of services that we offer.
I see a whole box.
Are you a
of solutions.
PMP?
I am a certified PMP through the project
I feel like
management.
she's emailing me right now, telling me my project's off track right now.
It's derailed.
Oh man, Nathan.
Where's Nathan?
Somewhere Nathan grew his wings.
Oh my goodness.
He'd be so pumped to know we're talking project management with somebody
PMP.
in the industry. I love it. What we talk about this all the time, though, Leslie, is that people believe. All right, I'm going to take our company. I just said this on the show the other day.
Do it.
I'm going to take our company, and we say we're going to a show. And you're a new employee, right? You don't know. But now you got to go to the show, and you're like, well, all these people are going to be there, and they're all going to want to talk about, for us, OQ, right?
Yes.
And what do we do like that? You go to a show, and what you end up doing is you talk to people who are project managers. You talk to people who are engineers.
Yes.
You talk to people who are leadership. It's not the person you're looking for. They're people doing jobs all across the industry. So we joke because we have a really awesome project manager that runs our PMO.
Don't look at me, it's not me.
It's not Jimmy.
No.
Named Nathan Henson, and he has been
He's
amazing
fantastic.
for our company. So we know firsthand how important PMO is.
Absolutely, definitely.
And our CEO, Coleman Sterling is
He
also.
is, yeah, he is a PMP.
Yeah.
We have several within our organization, and they all keep us
And
moving
it
along.
makes such a big difference.
That's what us project managers do.
We love y'all deep down, but it does hurt a little bit.
Yeah, because we hold people accountable.
I know. Why
I
do you
need
do
a
that?
project manager in my life.
I know, it's that accountability.
What do they call
thing.
that? Life coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leslie,
we don't
how's
offer
it?
that.
I don't know if
coaching.
you've been out a lot, but we've been asking people because for some people this is their first kind of foray back out into the industry. How about you? How's it been being out? Have you been out a lot?
We have not been out.
First
so this
one?
Is, this
Is
is
this
our
the first show?
You're not the only one. There's a bunch
It
of
is.
us.
So we're excited to be out here and introducing, and it's great
Love
to
it.
have the face-to-face contact.
100%.
Yes.
100%. Was it a little nerve-wracking coming back out and going to it live versus all the Zoom interaction for 2 years?
I would much prefer live.
Okay, good. So do we. Without a doubt.
I'm not
Yes.
mad at
Hands
it.
down.
Yep.
I'm not mad at it at all. Yeah.
No. I mean, hands down.
Well, Leslie, we hope you have a great show.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Thank you for
Thank you
having me.
for stopping by.
Thank you for
Have you
allowing
on.
me to introduce our company.
Please, it's our pleasure. This is great. This is what we're here for.
Yep. Hey, we'll be right back.
Okay.
Shutting it down. Jimmy, we will not be recording tomorrow.
Wait, at
So
all
this
in the
is it.
morning?
I don't
Nothing?
think so. 7 to 8. There's not a lot that's going to be going on.
Okay, I'm gonna. That's fine. We can shut down now on a soft shutdown with the idea that I have a feeling we may pull a little bit one out tomorrow, maybe or not. You think that's it?
We'll see who's available.
Well,
It's it's pretty light on that last day. We only got an hour, so I'm just being a realist.
yeah. Okay.
It's
Well,
possible this is the end.
this might
my
be the
friends.
end. What was your takeaway of SGA this year? What were your highlights? What did you like?
I don't get to be on a lot of panels. I've never got to moderate a panel. And
Okay.
I'm not trying to promote what we did, but I'm just saying
Yeah.
for me, it was cool to get to do that. And I really enjoyed it. And I would like to do it again. So be a panelist, which I really enjoy. And then also I kind of like moderating. It was
You did a great
It felt
job.
natural because of what we did.
Yep.
And then, I mean, I don't care, man. The show's fun
Yeah.
to do. It gives us so many opportunities, period. Whether it be for, literal sales and product or services, to really just friendships and to get to learn about what people are here doing. Did you ever think, I'm gonna put you on the spot, did you ever think that your industry would be inundated with as much tech as we
No, not at all.
heard and saw
No.
today?
Because I've been in it for 20 some odd years, and I always called it the nuts and bolts industry, for lack of a better term. And again, there's always been technology, don't get me wrong, I get that, but the amount that I have seen just recently being really
100%.
introduced into the industry, and us, the industry, learning about this has been fantastic.
Right.
And-
We're a tech company.
Oh, we are.
We're surprised, and we're part of it.
Yeah.
We've got VR going on right over here. We've got, our own tech that is high class. But it's neat to see other people rallying around the same thing.
Well, without a doubt, and to have presentations on AI, and it just blows me away. And not just presentations about AI, but
Sorry, technical difficulties.
we okay?
Just had
We're
to
good.
fix something.
Gee, you scared me there. I thought I had to get the
Got all
paddles
in your
out,
business.
But that. And not just seeing the technology of AI, but seeing how it's actually being used now today in our
No
industry.
doubt. It's
Real
not
time.
hypothetical anymore.
Oh no, we saw live examples. This is what's going on right now in finding crossbores and items like that.
So I want you to know, let's see, I'm going to go back 6. So I've been in this industry 6 years,
Okay.
So I'm going to go back a little bit further, about 7 years ago. Man, I was very, very interested in machine learning, neural networks, AI. I could see how important that was going to be.
Yeah.
And now being in a totally different, that was in medical, right? So you could imagine how AI can help in medical,
without a doubt.
whether it's looking at scans, whatever it is, right? I mean, the data that's available, you would think that one's a no-brainer. But now being in a new industry in natural gas and seeing it applied totally different, but I don't know. It makes me feel really inspired, about what we're doing. And I'm pumped about that.
It has me excited for really not just this next upcoming couple of years, but the next 5 to 10 years to see how this energy industry is going to change, transform, enhance, emerge is going to be exciting. I mean, look at this. We have,
right behind us, we're doing VR. We're doing VR.
Yeah.
Right? So,
right now, people are playing with it.
Jimmy, we got a little bit of a hiatus, live-wise, right? And we will be right back in at LGA in July. So we'll be doing that. And I think we may, in between that, so next week, probably when this airs, we have our first ever EWN Tailgate Week.
Yes.
And we're bringing our entire company in, and we're going to be doing some live shows from there, too. I don't know if you knew that.
I didn't, but that doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me. I would hope that and assume that we can do that. We are going to be back at the industry conference, besides going to our internal next week, LGA 192, 195 Pipeline Safety Conference, New Orleans.
This is my first time. Not to New Orleans, but
no, to the LGA.
Pipeline Safety.
Fantastic event run by the Tapman Group, long-term friends of mine.
Friend of the show.
Oh yeah, David was on the show, absolutely. So we're looking forward to that. That is a dynamic week.
We're going right in the fall. I've got a busy schedule. I'm speaking a lot in the fall. So man, we're going to take a little bit of a break from the industry stuff. We'll bring one of ours back after Tailgate Week.
Let's do it.
It's good to be side by side. Hey, who knows? We might have another episode. Another little chunk in the morning.
Maybe.
We'll play by ear, but this could be it. So if it is, Jimmy, I'll see you soon.
Absolutely,
you
brother.
Week.
As always. I wouldn't do it with anybody else but you.
All right. Y'all have a good one.
Y'all
God
take
bless.
care. Thanks for tuning in.